So do we make another Sheltered by Ghosts? Or do we make an Up the Beanstalk? Probably just an Up the Beanstalk. Yeah. Now we do this. No! What? It's ridiculous, you hear me? Okay guys, so we only have 5 more days, or sorry, weeks until rotation, so we are losing some very important pieces for the Overlord list. I have a really cool sideboard for you best of 3 players. Let's talk about that in 1 second. The Leyline Binding here is going to be lost, which I would argue is probably the best card in the whole Overlord deck, because once you get your token from your Hauntwoods, you have every land color, every land type rather, and this is 1 mana. Triggering your Beanstalk, drawing a card, that interaction is insane. So it will be curious to see how the deck ends up being afterwards. Now, Zur has sort of led the way for a while. Now, the best part about what he gives your enchantment creatures is probably the hexproof, because it's super hard to deal with them otherwise, right? Now, it is 3 mana. It's a 1/4 flyer. All these things are kind of notable in comparison to Yuna, which is like the new replacement for this. Now she does, for 2 more mana, return an enchantment to the battlefield, which is a really cool part. She also gives Trample. I really like to point out that she can give Trample to something like your Primal Odin, and this might connect with its 5 power and end the game with the 2nd mode. Oh, I'll talk about the sideboard in a moment, but this is just a great card. Ward 2 is actually pretty respectable. And we did squeeze in all of the cool new big boys like Bahamut. This is also a 9/9 dude that can swing twice with Trample, Lifelink, and then the last mode, the Mega Flare, is going to be tremendous damage. And then removing 2 things, meanwhile, is just incredible. So obviously we can see that that's good. We also have Knights of Around here. Now, the thing about this is Sunfall is also on the chopping block for rotation. Once Sunfall leaves, this will become absolutely insane. Even if they wipe the board with something that's not Sunfall, you still get a whole bunch of Knights afterwards, and you're just like, yeah, dude. And you get an indestructible counter, so permanent, at the end, which is insane if you even need to get there. It's almost overkill. Atraxa, we are playing the colors for it, so I fit 1 in. We're not going to draw as many cards as sometimes with this card, but even 2 or 3 cards is enough value on a 7/7 with all those keywords. Cool. Now, I actually cut a Mistmoors. Now, in exchange, with the intention of returning stuff from the battlefield, we have Yuna, right? But we also have Abuelo's Awakening, which does the same thing. We also now have Ghostly Dancers. Well, I like this card from Duskmourn. This doesn't bring it to the battlefield, but it'll bring it a smaller one, just a mid-ground play, back to your hand. The next turn, you create a 3/1. This can also just take over a game. It is a 2/5 flyer, respectable body, can block. So I cut a Mistmoors is what I'm trying to say, in exchange for Ghostly Dancers is what happened there. Anyway, we have our Balemurk, a 2 mana way of drawing a card with Beanstalk, while milling stuff, which is very important because we don't have that many ways otherwise. It's just great. This can also find our Yuna, for example. Of course, Hauntwoods, we know how important this is. Now, we also are doing Awaken the Dead here, or the Honored Dead. This can be removal because we don't have that much removal otherwise. The mill is very important, putting these bigger cards into our thing so we can reanimate them. And then you can even get them out of your hand with the last mode, which is very important, so that then you can reanimate them. So very good. We also try to squeeze in the Calix angle here, just 2. If he does make a copy of any of these enchantments, we're in business. So that's something to consider. Now we are doing the Optimistic Scavenger here, so between this and Calix itself, right? Calix is an enchantment himself, so he can get to a decent size where he can actually swing. You also have the Sheltered by Ghost support to allow him to actually connect, but we don't have as much support as typical, because typically we do want to do the thing where we put our Sheltered by Ghost onto our Toadstool Admirer and then start loading this up with counters from Optimistic Scavenger if possible. We're not running that many copies of each, so it's sort of like a backup mini value strat, but this is just so hard to deal with because Ward 4 is incredible. Calix is putting counters, this is putting counters. You might even be able to equip this with an Audacity as well and actually have a blocker, but not, again, a great body to start with as a 1/1, so requires a lot of support, but really you want to use this first mode here on this, a Sheltered by Dead. Maybe they're coming in tapped, so once you remove some stuff, they don't actually have a blocker, and then maybe this can connect. So, also, you can bring it back with Abuelo's Awakening, with flying. So that's kind of cool, right? Yeah, yes, sir. Now, 3 blind mice here. If you've never seen the Calix interaction, with the 2nd and 3rd mode, you can create copies of tokens. Calix creates a token copy of 3 blind mice. Then it'll get to the second and third triggers, make token copies of the token. Infinite 3 blind mices. Very cool. Mices. Yes. Now we are sneaking in the Pop Hatch formation, just the versatilities, the instant speed. Just so good, right? Nowhere to Run is an enchantment, can get through some hexproof. And then other than that, yeah, consoles. And then the only other card I don't think I touched on is Encroaching Dragonstorm. So that's kind of that. Now, I did actually fit in some Overlords of the Flood Pits to allow it to actually discard stuff, but it has 2 blues in the casting cost, so I actually have a Willow Rush Verge to sideboard in as well, which could help with that if you end up sideboarding these in. And we also have another Abuelo's Awakening, right? Because that's when you're fully leading into that strategy anyway. So that's pretty cool. I touched on Primal Odin, I think, earlier, but the Trample with Yuna is kind of cute, but also just is a good enough card to play each and of it by itself, I guess. We also do have the Scroll Shift Angle, which could be good if they're playing a lot of removal on our enchantments and stuff, especially in game 2, right? They're going to, try to remove our stuff, so then we just do this. In response, that's huge. It comes back as a larger 6/5 or, 6/6 or what have you, right? Or any of our stuff. And sort of repeating like the sagas, right? You repeat the sagas over again, which is pretty cool. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. 2 Pop Hatch formations. Maybe they have a bunch of flyers. Maybe they're doing bats or something, or a whole bunch of enchantments. It's a mirror matchup. Again, the instant speed is just really, really good. Taking out the opposing Up the Beanstalks is just huge value, right? In that matchup. Nowhere to Run is just very good. It's also an enchantment, so we're going to play those. We also have 2 Duresses, because sometimes Duress is just the best possible card you could sideboard in, really. It's very, very good right now. Majority of the consoles, because sometimes in longer matchups, this can be huge. Especially if you're playing a bunch of board wipes, maybe you sideboard out a couple of your 1-drop creatures for 2 copies more of this, right? You feel pretty good. So I think the sideboard covers stuff. As far as the mana, we actually have 1 Vagabond's Lair, because that is an enchantment. Could matter. Triggers your Calix, triggers your Optimistic Scavenger. You could actually bring back the Vagabond's Lair with your Ghostly Dancers. That could be a play that happens, so that's kind of cool. 1 Fabled Passage bends the deck a little bit. We actually are just running 1 island, 1 swamp, so sometimes you can use this to find one of those 2 copies if you really need to cast it. The hardest thing to cast on turn 3 is like this. Obviously, that'd be the hardest one, especially being that blue is our least popular color. You don't really need to be running Atraxa and Awaken the Undead, but I thought it was worth it, especially given that we are trying to maybe have the Overlords with a Willow Rush angle in the sideboard. So you can make that decision, but you do have, mostly greens, and we do have the Surveil some stuff, potentially giving that a shot, and we actually have Ishgard as well to bring back some enchantments from the graveyard, which I thought could be cool, giving that a try. And then everything sort of just works out here as we have it. And we have 3 Verges here with just like a couple Surveil lands, right? Like 1 here and then 1 here, I believe. I might have missed one. But anyway, that's kind of how it looks. And I hope you enjoyed the deck. It's kind of crazy that we have rotation so soon. So yeah, hope you check out the gameplay. Much love. Usually support it. I just made some other Final Fantasy videos, so go check those out. I really like the Jund Legends. I have like an equipment deck brewing. The Bird deck was cool. You've probably seen a few of those. The Vivi deck, I wish I was recording one night, because I had just popped off with Vivi, but I haven't actually revisited that. So anyway, much love, guys. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye. All right, guys, let's get a dub with our awesome, cool, super dope deck. This is good. We have a Toadstool Sheltered thing, which is what you want to do. We will get this down turn 1 as well. Something like a good old Verge to start the day, am I right? I always wake up, first thing I do is just Verge it up. To hit everybody with a good Verge, Okay, and Up the Beanstalk off the top. We will do that, given there is no target for Sheltered by Ghosts. Typically, you want to save it as well, because we have Ward 2. They can't even nerf. Right? That's the power of the Admirer. They are getting some weird is it nonsense as well, so that's going to be great. Looks like they're going to lay the 1/4, the 0/4, no 1/4, the Jin. Okay. Black, because We can get the blue with Fabled Passage if we absolutely need it. But yeah, we do that. Leyline Binding will draw us a card in a bit here after we lay our next land. Yes. And even if we lose the Admirer, it's no biggie. Move out of their hand. It is technically better on other things. It's nice to have that ability to just sort of slow the game down a lot. Even though, you know, it's almost better on the Armadillo guy because it has the 0/4 body, so you can actually block. Otherwise, Ward 1, so they could remove it on like turn 3, like right now, for example. You could pump this guy with Calix and Optimistic Scavenger. It could just get to a point where it actually could block like little dinky dudes. That's actually pretty good off the top. So I actually don't have an island or a swamp, but we have the blue. So that's actually perfect. That's perfect and cool, I say. So I think we should probably do this. Yeah, let's just do that. Yes. Get a green, and I feel like I'm gonna make a wrong decision somehow. We don't have any 2 black things. We get 2 greens. Overcomplicating this for no reason. But we have a Fabled and another Plains in my hand. Worried. We can even hard cast Atraxa now, huh? We can do some Atraxa hard casting over here. Right? Yeah. Alright. We can actually start drawing cards with Beanstalk now. Eventually. That'll be good. A Gareth. I've been seeing this. I think Ash Little did a vid with that. Let's hit him with this real quick. We could go get... Oh, I should have, yeah, because we would have had a cheaper Fable. Okay, so I was even... That's why I was thinking. I knew I was thinking for a reason. I guess it's black, because now this is cheaper. Draw 2 cards. Okay. I don't think it ended up mattering. Oh, and that is a Beanstalk. We will now up the Beanstalk. Given up the Beanstalk is quite good. A Calix, you say? So, we're about to pop off. We're about to pop off. Because Calix, so check this out. Right, because now our Toadstool might be able to just, like, randomly swing on in. Oh. And we're going to have a bunch of counters on it. And then we're going to create a copy of potentially our Leyline Binding. Is this enters? Yes, whenever enters. What? Oh, no, just kidding. That's how much I use. I hate Beanstalk. I mean, I know what it does, but I don't know. Can't wait to see it go. Can't wait to see it go. That's cute. The Viv. Okay, I see what they're trying to do. See what they're trying to do, but it's you're a little behind on your curvature. You don't even have a creature out to take advantage of such things. Awaken the Undead. We could just destroy that right now too, which is just nasty. Okay, so what you do is you do this. Okay. You hit him with that. Then you hit him with this. And then you hit him with this. And then you hit him with that. We already have Ward 2. Right? Now we do this. And now we do this. Oh, that's right. And now we do this. And now we do that. Oh no, now he does that. So do we make another Shelter by Ghost? Or do we make an Up the Beanstalk? Probably just an Up the Beanstalk, to be honest. Now we do this. Probably just this. Maybe this. Sure. I guess, man. Who knows, man? Probably just get board wiped or something. But 6 toughness. Maybe if they even ill-timed explosion, they have to... Oh, I thought that was ill-timed explosion. For a second, which is a good little board wipe, as it do be playing these days. So yeah, maybe I should have made one of those bigger, but it's okay. We have 4 Up the Beanstalks. No. We just need to actually get our cards. Not more mana, dude. Frick. What the frick, dude? We can just do this just to get a counter with Scavenger. We probably just put it on Scavenger now. Might be good. We Swingle Pringle and we can buff up Admirer. Well, let's see. Oh no. It's Ward 2 twice, my guy. Dude. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for this guy. That is so effed. Good game. So effed. I hate if he played around it. Maybe he even had another answer for it, and he like played around it that way or something. I don't know. But anyway, we got the dubs. Let's get into some more games. All right, guys. So game 2 here, we have a Toadstool. I cannot talk, and an Optimistic Scav. We will keep this, even though we need a black still to cast this. But we do have a Calix. We don't even have a way of getting Scavenger down. We need to find a white mana, right? So we do pitch that. We could have kept it and then just maybe got up to our Encroaching Dragonstorm. We end up getting a forest anyway. Yeah, I kind of wanted to take advantage of the surveillance. So kind of a horrible start here, but Reluctant Motto. We're gonna top deck the black mana and cast Awaken, and we're gonna feel great. Not Obacon, dude. Yeah. Okay. So give us the white mana and Calix. No blocks. Okay, doesn't flip over. They gotta swing again. They should have swung face and then next put the 1/1 cat. Well, I guess we'll do this because we get a tapped mana. Yeah, it's the only thing to do. Only thing to do, yeah. Blue. I'll annihilate it. Sure. Big swing, and they flash out a 2 toughness guy with a red mana, a single red mana. Okay, cool. We're kind of big chillin'. We haven't taken any damage yet, you know? I love Gobakon. Regular viewers know I am a big fan. They didn't lay anything else. That's massive. I think we have to Encroaching Dragons. Yep. Only thing to do. Oh, this will trigger Up the Beanstalk now because it costs 2 more, I believe. I think that's how that works. Let's get a plains and a black. Huge. Miles. What do you know? Oh no, I shouldn't have swung. They actually do have something. It has Ward 2. Well, they have the well, glad we didn't have a Shelter by Ghost to waste our turn doing that. That ends up being alright. We're doing a deal with this guy now. You know what? I'm not a fan. You are not my role model. You know that? Wow, it's kind of big now. Kind of scary. Kind of big, kind of scary. Now they're gonna waste their array when we try to remove it. We lay this first, and then we honor dead, and then we feel cool. Yeah, that's what we do. Woo, that's what we do. That's what we do. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, they just either way goes bye bye. No, they flash out some weirdness on it. Something. Okay, they be doing that. Asha Ray? No, Angelic Intervention. It's a creature they get a counter. Colorless or the color of your choice. I get it. Okay, cool. I don't do this. Hey, we have some big bully cards. Ooh, that is good. That draws a card with beans. Yeah, we'll keep it there. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna mill, though. Wait, did we draw first or did we mill first? Why don't I know that? Why don't I know that? Cause I'm an idiot. We do draw first. Okay, cool. Filter kind of would have been nice. Well, we can lay this first and then ley line. I think that makes sense. Boom. Because we could have tried to see what we drew there, but okay, we end up getting another friggin' cool. You might just die next turn here. Ah, yes, another counter. Yes. What? Yes. What? Oh, that's good, but it's a little not what we need at the current moment of time. Man, this is hard to deal with. Yeah, heck. What the frickin' heck? What the heckin' frick? Hey, what the heck off a frick? What the frick rack of Ruku? Oh. Sorry about that. I thought I wasn't recording for a second or something, probably subconsciously. Okay, so can we deal with such a thing? Ow! Wait, hey, that's a flyer. That right there. That is a flyer. We will discard this card. We will discard this card. We will bring back a creature. And it is this card. Yes, it is Woe. Now we can... Dude, we got this. Forgot about the Soul Cauldron. That's pretty sad. But we can do this. And we up the beanstalk. Hey! And we up the beanstalk. So if we do, we need the lifelink. This is also good. But so is just this. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Now the thing is, when Calix connects, we can make another one. So surely they don't have two of such actions. They do sacrifice that. Okay, yeah. But now we connect with Calix. Right? Oh, but it has it forever. It's not just... What am I thinking? What am I thinking? But we can do... I mean... Yeah. Because then we can put a counter here. We just need to gain life. And then we have this. Okay. Dude. Absolute gaming, dude. Ghostly dancers completely taking over the world. World has been taken over. The dancers are here. Everyone is dancing. Okay. I'm actually surprised we're in this. When I did that singing earlier, I thought I was just gonna not put this in the video. Oh, hey. Hey, waka 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 waka. Hey, waka 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 waka. Hey, waka waka waka. Goodbye! I don't know. I'm just putting counters anywhere now here. Yeah. What do you need? Yeah. Oh, they put the count. No. No. What? Why did it? Oh, because it in multiples. No way. That's redonkulous. It's redonkulous. You hear me? Packers. Sorry. Bro, this is not ideal. Now, if this dies, which I assume they have some dumb way of doing it, do we just swing here? You know what I mean? Just for the life? No. That's preposterous. Is that vigilance? We could surveil too. What a game! What a match! It's riveting gameplay. The gameplay is riveting. It has to be combat damage, right? When it deals combat damage to a player. I guess that's what I meant. Oh, they don't. Oh, golly, they don't have the mana. Golly, golly. Swing. What do we get? Something. Both of these are enchantments. Both of these are enchantments. No, we just want the Leyline Binding because we draw a card with Up the Beans. Up the beans, up the beans. Oh, our Bahamut. Oh, but we can potentially draw into our Yuna or something. That would be great. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that Scamperoonie. Goodbye, Scamperoonie. We will probably keep making this lifelinker bigger. Probably. We got the planes. Just what we wanted, indeed. Again, part of me wants to swing for no reason, but I think we just keep chilling. I think we're chilling and we're being villains. And sometimes we're even killing. As they say. Now, what does our opponent hit us with? Swing! Dude, it's funny they have 3 mana. Does Surveil land actually tremendous value here? Okay, so we can actually start... Both of these are just really good. Just keep it like that. Okay. Because part of me thinks... Okay, we'll get this. I don't know why I even did that. But this will just trigger everything. But I think we cast this as this. We just want to draw... We want to draw into our Yuna or something, right? Cool. Okay, cool. We'll keep making this big. Actually, let's make this toughness, dude. This guy matters. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing here. Do I return this? Sure. Return that. Let's draw another card with Beanstalk. Trigger more ghosts. Oh, we got a Zur. We got a Zur. We're Zurin. We're Zurin. Everybody is Zurin. Wow, yeah, wow. I don't even know where I'm putting counters anymore. We can Zur. I don't know. Excuse me. We can do this, and then we can do that, and we can do this, and we can do that. We could have probably been swinging, but I don't think there's any reason to not wait one more turn here. And you can do it this, and you can do it that. No. What? That scared the hell out of me. The way that it hovered this, but it was that. I was like, what the heckin' hook? Alright. No! Why didn't I swing with the friggin' lifelink dudes? I knew I should have. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Dude, that was so dumb that I didn't swing at some point with lifelink. Or why did I not put counters on like one big guy? There, we'll see. It was a total of 8. So we could have. I mean, I don't know. Still probably would have been bigger for most of that. That was just such a weird matchup.